Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Hifree 14-watt LED floor lamp. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So this says soft warm light, adjustable and simple, easy to operate, efficient in value, save your space. Let's get this open. So this thing is pretty heavy, as it should be for a floor lamp. Here's the user manual. So here are the specs. We've gone over some of these, but I'll go through them again. The luminous flux is 1200 lumens max. The color temperature is 3000, 4000, or 6000 K. Color rendering index, or CRI, is greater than 80. Input is 100 to 240 volts, 50 or 60 hertz. Operating voltage is 19 volts at 500 milliamps. Power consumption is 14 watts. Number of LEDs is 144. The LED type is SMD 2835. Lifespan is 50,000 hours. The materials are steel, silicone, and ABS. Lamp height is 1.8 meters or 70.9 inches. Lamp diameter base is 270 millimeters or 10.63 inches. Weight is 3.2 kilograms or 7.05 pounds. So here's a diagram here. We have the LED panel, the control, the flexible neck, the lamp pole, and the base. So to assemble this, we have the base and we screw the sections together. To use it, we press the multifunction button control to turn on the lamp and long press to turn off. Short press to toggle between color temperatures, cool white, natural white, warm white, and rotate to adjust the brightness level. It says lighting memory function. The light switch is on with the last set brightness and color temperature, so you don't need to repeat brightness adjustment and color temperature selection to reach your preferred setting. It says adjust lamp position, so you can position this. It has a flexible silicone neck on it, so you can do that. It has care instructions and warranty instructions. So that's it for that. Let me get this unboxed. Here's the power transformer. We already saw the wattage on this. I'll confirm that. So yeah, we have 19 volts at 500 milliamps. Okay, so I'm going to thread these sections together. It's hard to get all this on camera, but I'm going to be doing this all the way around. So as I'm tightening this with this hand, I'm holding this wire here so it doesn't get all twisted. And I'll do the same for the next section here. So I'll pull the top off here. And actually, before I get too far into this, I'll plug it in and we'll test it out. This way I can demonstrate the controls on my bench. So I'll press this to turn it on. I'll turn the knob to turn the brightness up. I'll press it to change the color temperature. So we have a cool color, warm color, and more of a white. Let me turn that down, I'm blinding myself. To turn it off, we'll hold down the button, and then we can turn it back on. We're at the same setting we were on when we started. So I'm going to test something here. Let's turn this to warm color, kind of medium brightness. I'm going to turn off my switch over here. I'll turn it back on. Now I'll turn the lamp on. I don't think that reset to the same. Let's try that again. Okay, so what I was testing there is to see if it has a memory if you cut the power, and it doesn't appear to do that. So the reason I wanted to test this is to see if you hook this up to your home assistant to have it be controlled, then this won't go back to the same setting. That's not going to affect everyone. That'll just affect people that would want to use this as a home assistant and have it adjust to the same temperature. So this isn't a good lamp if that is your requirement. If you're just going to leave it plugged in and just use this control though, it does go back to the previous setting you were using. So that's a nice feature. So I'll do one more thing here. I want to check the power usage. So I have a power meter here. This is the white, it's 13.7 watts, and this is the cool, it's 13.8. So I'm back to the warm and it's just under 14. So it's around 14 watts. Now let's go all the way down. So we have this down all the way. Now we're at 0.8 watts, 0.9, 0.89, so under a watt. So if you're wanting to use this as kind of some accent lighting at night or even as a night light, you're going to draw under a watt, so it's super efficient. So I'll finish putting this together and we'll take a look at it. So it has a connector in here to connect into, so you want to connect that up and then screw it together. And this is what the bottom looks like. It has rubber pads here, which are thick enough to allow for the cable to go through. You know, this is a super thin cable, but this is very low wattage. Okay, I have one last piece here. This has a female thread on both sides, so I'll pass the wire through there. Tighten that down. Come here, I have the base. So there's a bit of plastic around here that will go into the hole in there. So I'm going to plug these together. Pull that down. So this will need to press back up in here. I think it'll be easy if I loosen this last section up first. That's tight. Go up to the next section. I want to tuck this wire in. And I can thread this together. So you want to be careful not to cross thread this, and I'm also supporting the weight of the base because it is pretty heavy. You don't want this to snap off. Okay, that's good. Now I'll lift this up and carefully set it on the floor. Okay, there we go. I'll turn my camera light off. So now we have the light done. So this can be tilted either direction, like so. We can turn it on. It's full brightness. Press the button to change the color temperature. here we are with the light off. And we can dim it down, brighten it up. Then I'll hold the button down to turn it off. So I'm going to go take this to our living area and put it next to a chair so you can see what it would be like in that situation. Okay, so I have this lamp in a corner. There is a light to the right of me that's shining in from the side. But if a person was sitting in this chair right now, it'd be too dark for them to read. So now I'll turn on this lamp. So now I've turned on the lamp. You can see it lights up the whole chair. So there would be plenty of light now if you wanted to, say, read a book there in that chair. So here it is on low. So I prefer to have a brighter light if I'm, say, reading a book. But if I just wanted to, say, be able to see the keys on a remote control or something, this would be plenty of light for that. So I'm filming this out of order. I'm back in my shop now. So that's the Hifree 14-watt LED floor lamp. I think this is a very nice lamp. The construction just feels really great. It feels really high quality. This neck here is a soft touch silicone, and you can easily adjust it to however you want. So this would be great for a reading lamp. It has different color temperatures, so in the evening you can turn it to a warm color to help so it doesn't have that blue light in it. But during the day you could turn that up if you do want the blue light. You could use this as accent lighting. You could point it towards a wall. You could use this over, say, a drafting table or a drawing table or a work table. Say you're doing puzzles, you could set this next to the table and it would illuminate the table. And this puts the light closer to the table as opposed to, say, a ceiling lamp. And you could even lower this further. You know, you could lower it down like that, or you could bring it up a little bit higher. So this could be used for a work light, task light, game light, things like that. I like the controls on here. They're easy to use, super easy to dim, and it has that memory setting, so if you set it to a certain setting, it will bring it back to that setting when you turn it back on. But as I tested earlier, if you're using a voice assistant to turn this on and off or a timer or something, it will reset if the power is completely cut to it. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.